have you been up to? What have you been doing? How have things been for you? How has January been Januarying? I don't know. I haven't felt this January. Like, it's like I didn't feel December. December, I'm over here celebrating it now. And like December, and for January, it's the same thing. Like, I'm not really feeling it. Like, I didn't really feel the, craziness of it. I guess maybe because I was having my own personal crazinesses. But it's just woof, whoosh, gone. And I'm like, where did you go to January? Where did you go? We're literally at the end of it. January, bye bye, go. Never to see you again until the next year. Although this is the month that I'm born, it's so ridiculous that it's tied in with, what people term as suffering. It should not be the case. Listen, if there's anything to celebrate my birthday at least. Celebrate the fact that the Afro-Punk queen has been born, just like maybe Jesus. Okay, no blasphemy, but yes. Celebrate something and then you get away from all those blues. We're looking forward again to a fantastic show. We do have Nick Wadi of Andromeda, who's going to be joining us at about 8 p.m. I'm so looking forward to that. Let me tell you, I used to shadow follow Nick for the longest time. And I'm like, why is this guy not following me back? Why he's too much of a celeb? And I'm like, who is this Andromeda? And finally, from the fact of us doing events, we finally bumped into each other and our spirits just matched. Not because we're both cows, but also the fact that he's just an amazing, amazing person through and through. And for those who have never heard him or known who he is, you get the exclusive chance to hear him live and direct tonight on The Surge. I'm so excited for that. I'm so pumped for so many things, but I'm pumped especially for that. Now, of course, before we go back to the break, I gotta let you guys know what exactly is going on with the events that are going to be starting off the year in Rock. Now, Crystal Access have announced that they're going to be having an event this weekend at Roslyn Riviera. It looks like it's going to be a nice one. So they're 12 guys, yeah. They're going to be playing their first show of 2024 at the iconic Azteca restaurant. Now, I think I saw a video of Lone Tree doing their thing at that same place at Roslyn Riviera this weekend. Crystal Access are going to be there, and they're going to be there from about what time? They're going to be there from about 5 p.m. That's February the 3rd. I can't believe we're already going into February, but yes, February the 3rd, they're going to be at Azteca at Roslyn Riviera. And of course, it's a free entry gig, free parking, so you don't have to worry about anything else. It's a Mexican joint, and they are promising great Mexican food and drinks. Then the other thing they are promising is that if you bring your instrument, you can rock it out with the band. How cool is that? So you just come with your tongas, your guitars, your drums, your bongos, and then get to rock it out with them. I am so looking forward to that. I think I am going to get visa. I'm going to onboard visa and just be like, "Whoa, yo, my guy, my mans, please, just chill. Give me that visa, kiddo. Let me just get a little bit of time to just release and relax, and then I go for this gig. It's from a good time, 5 p.m. That means it's gonna end at a fairly good time. You get to watch the sunset. If you've been at the Roslyn Riviera food court area, like the best thing to capture over there is the sun setting. It is so, so beautiful. And what better way than to have the sunset with Crystal Access in the background? If Max Jones is not my spirit animal, these guys certainly are. So that is going to be amazing. I got a peep of their rehearsal that they showcased on their page, and it looked like it's going to be absolutely epic. So let's patana this weekend at Azteca for the Crystal Access gig that's going to be live from 5 p.m. Let's get back into the music with DJ Max Jones on the ones and twos. When we continue, we will be back and we'll be rocking it out throughout until 10 a.m. Remember, you can send me your request to going live on Icon Radio KE platform. That is YouTube. We're also on www.iconradio.co.ke. Be sure to follow The Surge KE on Instagram. Facebook now is up. Threads and X. And you can follow me personally at Munyiri Fox on Instagram, Twitter at Maloba. Let go, let go. Let's get into this. This is The Surge.
You're listening to DJ Max Jones. DJ Max Jones.
I am the sand at the bottom half of the hourglass glass. I try to picture me without you, but I can't. 'Cause we could be immortals, immortals, just not for long, and live with me forever now. Like your curtains down, just not for long. We could be immortals, 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 immortals.
nightmare. How the hell did I get here? Giving in to my worst fear. Tell me when it ends. I was weak when you found me. Started out like a good dream. Built your walls up around me. Now they're closing in. Let me go. How does it feel? How can you say that I'm the only one you only want your way? Nothing is real, lost in the world that you create. How does it feel? I guess I should have seen the sign. Can't believe I believe the lies. Always right in your own mind. Now I'm in too deep. I was caught up in the mystery. You were running from your history. Tangled up in the memory. Tell me how you sleep. Let me go. How does it feel? How can you say that I'm the only one you only want your way? Nothing is real, lost in the world that you create. How does it feel?
All that I see is the wickedness around me. I refuse to believe the apocalypse inside of me. I can't even trust myself. I'm burning in my skin, standing at the gates of hell, but nobody will let me in. I follow you out of the dark. I'm trying my way, but I keep falling apart. I follow you with all of my heart. I'm tired of my ways, 'cause I keep falling apart. I stand here again, forsaken in a place that feels like I can never win. I'm reaching for a saving grace. I can't even trust no one. I need to rise above. I don't think I'm good enough to feel your perfect love. I follow you out of the dark. I'm trying my way, but I keep falling apart. I follow you with all of my heart.
You're listening to DJ Max Jones.
A vision of the future's getting blurred between the black and white. Naming every shade of gray has left us colorblind. We are all for none and none for all. We are the sickness and the symptom and the cure. We are all for none and none for all. We are the sickness and the symptom and the cure. So close your eyes and the colors bright, and hide from the noise outside. We'll color from the black and white, but we've never been so bright. It's weighing on my mind. Do we forget the way time and shadows light? Aside from weary eyes, the colors of the twilight rise and bridge the great divide. We are all for none and none for all. We are the sickness and the symptom and the cure. We are all for none and none for all. We are the sickness and the symptom and the cure. So close your eyes and the colors fly and hide from the noise outside. We'll call it fade from the black and white, but we've never been so bright.
Follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at DJ Max Jones.
Don't try to act like you can't be held responsible. You knew the price now payment is due. Yeah, know the price now payment is due. You could blame it on miscommunication. You could even blame the circumstance. Don't try to act like after all the knives you're throwing that you don't have some blood on your hands. I see the blood all over your head. And if you kill all my demons, then oh my God, and angels will die. A stone cold execution, a bullet right between the eyes. It's a blood stained revolution, a blood stained revolution, a blood stained revolution. There's a little bit of heaven in the devil's eyes. You could blame it on a lack of education. You could even blame society. There's just one thing that I think you're overlooking. You like to cut but don't like to bleed. You like to cut but don't like to bleed. If you kill all my demons, then oh my God, and angels will die. A stone cold execution, a bullet right between the eyes. It's a blood stained revolution, a blood stained revolution, a blood stained revolution.
never disappointing Max Jones. You are in the mix with the one and only Lord. Oh, let me tell you, like every time I just sit down to start listening in, I get carried away and I'm like, by the way, why aren't you supposed to be talking? I always appreciate his mixes, and I hope you do as well. You're listening to The Surge, which you got Mary Malo with the Afro Punk Queen at Icon Radio #1 Entertainment Plug. We do this each and every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., where we're all about your rock conversations, news, and music. I have just been indulging in so much, especially when it comes to like now interacting with different bands from across the world, and it's just been a crazy, amazing week. I just got introduced to a band from India. Now they're a metal band and they are super freaking amazing. And I'm hoping at some point I'll get to be able to interview them because it's yeah, like they have gone super huge, like super super big. But the fact that I've been introduced to them now is still a good thing. Again, we're waiting for that interview to happen at some point or another. Now, these guys, I'm trying to look for their name real quick. So they're called Bloodywood, not Bollywood, not Hollywood, Bloodywood. Look them up, follow them. Some other rock bands you need to check out. They're from Togo. Absolutely freaking amazing band, amazing music. They are called Arkan Srafoko. Arkan Asrafoko. Okay. Look them up also on Instagram. Follow them because you know we gotta show love to all the rock bands that we feature here on the show or that we introduce to you. We're gonna be looking forward to again hosting them here on the show, and we have a more eclectic feel of bands from around the world. So I'm really looking forward to the rock here that would start in that way. And now we just connect you to the community that surrounds you in rock. Ah man, it's gonna be a good year. Very, very good year. I can feel it in my bones. Now let's take a quick look at some of the news making the headlines in rock this week. Now, according to Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses, he says that Slash wanted to sabotage Sweet Child of Mine. Now, Duff McKagan has revealed how Slash tried to sabotage Guns N' Roses' classic song Sweet Child of Mine. How, you ask? During an appearance on the Songcraft podcast, McKagan recalled how the track came together. Now, Izzy had the 3 chords, the bassist explained. Okay, well, that's what you do with that. And Axl Rose liked it. Okay, well, let's try to make this work somehow. Now, I'm trying to read back his transcription, okay? The band slowly began piecing Sweet Child of Mine together, but Slash clearly wanted it, or rather wasn't interested in the tune. The intro for Sweet Child of Mine, Slash just did not like the 3DCG note progression thing. Now, McKagan recalled adding that the guitarist told him, "We've got to get rid of this song somehow." Now, Slash responded by coming up with the tune's now famous intro, which McKagan suggested was an attempt to derail the song. He wrote this twisted, just a tonal thing. And of course, that part to try to get rid of the song totally worked, said the bassist. It was his amazing intro to the song, and suddenly we had this ballad. You know that one? I'm trying to do justice by it, but I'm not doing the best. But you know how Sweet Child of Mine starts. Now, McKagan suggested that the fortuitous way Sweet Child of Mine came together was reflective of the stage of Guns N' Roses. It just goes to show that everything was clicking with the band at that point. Now, Sweet Child of Mine became a massive hit for Guns N' Roses in 1988, reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and continues to rage on till now, playing over and over again on our radio. Now, moving away from that, we do have Hugh Hefner that continues to have his stories coming out even from the grave. The time on breakfast, I was saying that his wife said that it was the worst decision she ever made getting married to him. And now it would seem that mighty old Hugh, Hugh Hef. Hugh Hef was terrified after Pam and Tommy's sex tapes leaked. Now, Hugh Hefner's widow, Crystal Hefner, claims the Playboy mogul was terrified after Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee became victims of a high profile sex tape leak in the 90s. Now, Hugh told her that he filmed all kinds of things in his bedrooms and in his bedroom, specifically his. He had little camera cutouts, and that's where they would record. This is according to Crystal, who again is the wife or was the wife of Hugh Hefner. Now, however, once Pam and Tommy's or rather infamous sex tapes leak blew up the tabloids in 1996, Hugh ordered his security guard to destroy Hef's own private Playboy Mansion sex tapes out of paranoia and fear that they might also get stolen. Now, why would you give somebody else the charge to take care of things that you want destroyed? How do you know that this guy won't go and keep those things in the back and say, okay, fine, the things I'm going to keep because the guy's old. Yeah. I'm going to keep these things and probably sell them for mementos later on. Now, once Pam and Tommy Lee tapes came out, it scared him because he had a security guard dump them all into the ocean, according to Crystal. Now, Pamela and Tommy's sex tapes leak was chronicled in Hulu's controversial but critically lauded 2022 miniseries Pam and Tommy, which starred Lily James and Sebastian Stan as an iconic 90s it couple. Looking for that today. Now, Pamela Anderson first met Hugh Hefner in 1989 when she was 22. The Canadian model turned actress subsequently found fame as a playmate in the 90s and has shot a record-breaking 14 covers for Playboy magazine throughout her career. Now, lastly, we look at Avenged Sevenfold's Shadows, who announces he is leaving X, formerly Twitter, in a new statement. I love that people usually just announce that they are suddenly leaving and that they are not coming back. It's usually an announcement nowadays. I can't wait for the day that I announce I'm going to be leaving social media. Now, Avenged Sevenfold frontman Shadows has announced to the fans on X social media platform that he's exiting. And what was once known as Twitter is now something that also will be a past for him. Now, he issued a multi-tweet exit statement in which he revealed why he decided to depart. The Avenged Sevenfold vocalist was a rather late addition to the Twitter platform, first signing on in September of 2021. In his exit statement, he reveals his reasoning for initially joining and also commented why he's now leaving. He says, I'm saying goodbye to Twitter, kinda. And he goes on to explain, I was gonna write out something to explain why I don't find this platform useful anymore, but the reality is, even what is a waste of time and who really cares? Like, he doesn't care for Twitter at all. He adds, in 2021, I was invited to do a Twitter space about NFTs, which resulted in me having to sign up for my first social media experience. Reluctantly, I stayed on. Here, I created relationships with many people I never would have met. So for that, I'm grateful. It was great for launching Deadbeats, or rather Deathbats Club, and all of our other endeavors around Avenged Sevenfold. I'm neither bummed nor mad about this app in general. It just simply doesn't interest me at this point. So now he is saying goodbye, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, I am done. Again, me, I can't wait for the day that I'm able to do that. Just say bye-bye Twitter, bye-bye Facebook, bye-bye Instagram for now. Or let me take a break. I can't wait. So, of course, he's purged himself and he feels it's right for him. It's like, it's dumb. It's dumb for me to stay for something I don't even care for. All right. That has been the roundup of the rock news making the headlines. We'll still look at a few more things later on the show. We do have our interview with Nick of Andromeda coming right up. We just have a few minutes of the mix with DJ Max Jones. And when we get into it with Nick. If you do have any questions, let us know. Plus 254-788-380030. Also, you can hit us up on our YouTube channel. That's at Icon Radio KE. We are live right now. Into the music we go. When we come back with Nick.
Follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at DJ Max Jones.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I stare too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Sweet child of mine. Sweet love of
Coincidence, coincidence, coincidence. We have Max Jones playing exactly what we're talking about. That was Sweet Child of Mine cover playing right here on The Surge. Of course, thank you so much for tuning in, being here with us. We are joined in with Nick all the way from wherever he is. He'll tell us where he is in a few minutes. What's up, Nick?
Hey Myra, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for joining us on the show, Leo. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Right. So, for those who have not heard about you, have never met you, describe who you are and your label.
My name is Nick Wadi.
Mhm.
I'm the owner and focus on Kenyan rock,
Right.
but we also work on other genres of music. But that's
It's the main. First of all, how did you choose the name Andromeda? Where did that come from? And then, how did you zone in on rock? It's very unique. It's very niche. A lot of producers wouldn't like necessarily veer into that, but you went into rock. So first, why the name Andromeda, and how did you get into producing rock music?
Well, I started the studio with my bro.
Mm,
That's called Dan, the one who came up with the name.
nice.
I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah,
Okay.
we just went with it.
Okay.
So,
I,
and the reason when we started, it wasn't really what it started just after we 2010.
mhm.
So, I mean, we found jobs, came natural music.
Mhm.
But then I got, this time I joined Parking Lot Grass.
Oh,
2010.
okay.
Yeah, I joined Parking Lot Grass as a drummer.
What?
Then, yeah, they were just writing music for,
Okay.
so they were looking for a good producer, and I just saw that opportunity.
Mm.
And produce, because my bro had actually started working on his band, working on their
Sorry, which band?
Oath. It's called In Oath.
Okay.
I think we broke up, but it was around 2010, 11. Then
Mm.
I was producing for them.
Mhm.
So I told them we work with again.
Mm.
That's how they
Interesting.
was made.
Interesting. So you've always been interested in, like, you're a rocker through and through. That's how you managed to get into producing that.
I've always loved rock music, uh, but since even before high school.
Right.
Not only that, we didn't have much access to the music.
Yeah.
But just randomly hear some music, just found myself loving it.
Mm.
But then I always had an ear for music. Always wondered how I always had an interest in sound. Naturally, I just found myself what other like genres of sound, so to speak,
Right.
such and mastering.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how it happened. So we before we actually took off properly,
Mhm.
obviously no one was very few people didn't get many artists. But the moment work, can't really call all of them.
Right.
Broke up. There was other solo artists.
Mm.
That's basically.
Right.
I can't remember all these bands. There the ones I worked with, especially between 2010 and 2013.
Mm.
Yeah, the main bands I worked with were PLG, Dove Slim, and Last Year's Tragedy.
Mm. The
The
main bands you're
main bands
working
you're
with
working
were
with were
PLG. Who?
PLG, who and who?
Last Year's Tragedy and Dove Slim.
So those are pretty big bands
Yeah.
when it comes to the Kenyan rock scene.
Mm.
How did you manage to convince them to get into your recording studio and say, "I'm the guy who got the sound for you"?
Okay, at that time there wasn't. I don't think there was. There was two guys. It was me and this guy. He's a friend of mine called Leon Malu. I think we were the only ones doing production, and of course my brother.
Yeah.
So Leon Malu was producing for Mortal Soul, his band, and I think Koinange Avengers. But I think that was way later, a bit later. For me, when I started, it was just literally just me, if I'm not wrong. But then it was easy to convince them because no one else was doing it, and I was actually self-promoting myself. I was talking about how I'm producing PLG. PLG promoted me, my work. The Shimon Fukoni album was pretty popular.
Yes, very popular.
Yeah, so that's how I mean a lot of people figured that I was working on production.
So you did that entire album as Andromeda, as the label that did that particular album.
Yeah, and when I did the album, I was very green in production.
Wow.
For some reason I felt I I thought I could pull it off, kabisa. So I did everything I could to make it sound good
Right.
at that particular time.
Well, to be honest, you did pull it off. It's still one of the some of the um biggest music that's being played everywhere till now. That's in Kenya.
Mm,
So it must have been amazing to see how far it went
mm,
as
yeah,
a first timer.
yeah, it felt very good.
Mm,
Of course, I had a few critics here and there
yeah,
saying you could have done this and this and that.
right.
But when I was doing the album, whatever I was doing felt right for that time. So
Mm.
I went with it.
Now,
Hmm.
after that, you've been heavily tied to another prolific artist,
Hmm.
Rish,
Yeah.
who everybody's begging to come back. Now, how did you get together with her and how was it coming up together with the projects with her?
It's funny because with Trish, we used to know each other from the rock scene. We used to bump into each other during the rock gigs. She was playing guitar for I can't remember this band.
Hmm.
Yeah, but she was playing bass for them. And then we joined. There's this band we formed. Me, Rich, and this guy called Diallo. It was
Hmm.
called Fountain Maidens.
Hmm.
It was way before I even started doing serious production. Then around after I finished PLG's second album, I think the second album, Tasket Hand, Risha
Hmm.
approached me. She wanted to work on a bunch of singles.
Right,
So that's how the hate song came about. Yeah, that
right.
was the first song I did with her,
Mm.
and for some reason it really took off. People really
Mm.
loved it. People loved her.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
So after we did that song, like she kept coming to the studio. We worked on a few other songs, which were also very popular. So
mm,
yeah, it became very popular, more popular than even every other. Maybe apart from PLG, I think the next person who was pretty popular was Rich. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yes, she was heavily, her music, her and her music were heavily accepted and loved throughout the scene. Of course, also watching this come forth must have been like crazy for you. First of all, like again, you've chosen this very niche kind of sound. You've chosen the rock sound, and then now all these hits are being attributed to you. I'm sure for you and your brother and Andromeda, this has must have been like a takeoff like you've never seen before. It must have been crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting knowing you're the go-to person, yeah, when
Yeah.
it comes to this. But you know, it's funny because I mean, for outsiders, they could think it's a very small, I mean, community or a
Mm,
very small, uh, I mean, and a very tiny, you know, scope of work to do. I mean, they think there's very
mm-hmm,
few bands and very few artists doing rock, but it's really not true. There's because I always have work. I
mm,
get work per month. I get enough work to keep me going, keep me going.
right.
Yeah.
Now,
And
you
uh-huh.
do live sound.
Yeah.
Um, what is your process like? Because of course, not everybody can do live.
Mhm.
Beats people make, bedroom records Zico, but how is your process like when it comes to live and producing live music for all these artists?
Well, the process is pretty much the same, honestly. You just need to understand the dynamism of sound. You just need to know how to get the right sound for the stage. You just need to know the acoustics of the stage. Just
Mm,
understand how the place is, and then you have to also study it. Be there early enough to understand the kind of sound you're looking for, how to get it working properly. Yeah, and also it's not just me who does it. I also have to consult with people who I think are better
right.
have better knowledge to it. And
Mm,
yeah, because it's pretty difficult to pull it off on your own,
mm,
just like even bedroom studio work. You have to, so to avoid the problem of everything you do sounding the same or making
right.
mistakes and thinking you're doing well. You need to get a second ear out there with
Right.
someone who's also an expert. Yeah,
Mm,
two heads are better than one.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I go about it.
Mm,
Yeah, and I don't think there's
and
like there's really an A B C D way of doing it.
yeah.
I think also it depends on what you want. It can be
Mm,
any, as long as it sounds good, as long as the sound is audible properly. I mean, as long as it doesn't hurt people's ears, as long as it doesn't cause fatigue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Uh-huh.
uh, you have your first titled album, which was underscore the architect.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my first serious solo project.
Right. When did that come out? And how was the process for that? How did you manage to get all these amazing artists to jump onto the project? And how long did it take for you to put it out there?
Well, I'm a firm believer of miracles because
All right.
whe- whe- when when I started doing it, I didn't know I would be able to pull it off. I actually did the whole album in 10 months.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, I started in January 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Got like one guitarist to come in the studio. That was LYT's guitarist, Joseph Joseph Ongonya. I told
Mm-hmm.
him, dude, just come to the studio. I have this random idea I have. So he came, composed the first song, and it turned
Mm-hmm.
oil. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, let me just turn this whole thing into an album.
Right.
Then I used to call people, and they were very receptive. Different
Mm-hmm.
artists, different guitarists. They came through. In fact, I had extra songs that didn't make it to the album, but the
Wow.
whole the whole album was done by October 10th. It was done,
Mm.
but I did it. I got it to. I wanted to finish it by October because I was there was someone coming to our family, a new person. Yeah, a newborn.
Oh, wow.
So I knew if I passed through that date, because that was the due date, I would
Yeah.
probably never get to finish the project. So I did my best to finish during that period. So the whole process took 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
I was just calling. There was really no plan, honestly.
Yeah.
And I didn't try and dictate the kind of themes to have in the album.
Mm-hmm.
So I told everyone I was working, just be free to bring whatever you think works. And it
Mm.
turned out great. Yeah, it turned out really well.
First of all, what a gift. As in, I'm sure like it must have been exciting playing that music in the house as the new guest arrives. And of course, jamming to your own album. That must have been super epic as well. How was it received once it came out?
It was well received, surprisingly.
Mm.
And but it was more of a surprise to people because I didn't really tell people what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole process, it was like a secret.
Mm.
Then towards the end of the period of production, I had the first single. I released the first single. It was done by David Mboro of Last Year's Tragedy and Sam of Rush. It's called, I
Yeah.
think it's called, I can't recall it. Sorry.
Yeah, clearly you've done way too many
I can't pick it
projects.
from on top of my head, but that was the first single. Then it was well received, of course.
Right.
Then the second single was by Rish, Remember
Mm.
Me. That's the one I seem to remember because it was pretty popular. It was played a lot on
Mm.
the local radio. It was called XFM. Yeah?
Right.
They played it quite a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it to pick up so quickly because it was actually one of the more random songs I did,
Mm-hmm.
and the work that went into the song was easier than the rest of the album.
Mm.
Yeah. And I have to thank Mr. Amos because he did much of the guitar work in that album, and he was just available for whenever I needed him in the studio.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, who are the other instrumentalists on the projects apart from the artists themselves?
You mean underscore the architect or the new one?
Yeah, underscore.
Well, underscore the architect, there was Alistair of Parking Lot Grass. He
Mm-hmm.
did the first song. The first song, I think it was him and Saidimu of Dove Slim.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, Amos. Then my bro did, I think, two songs.
Mm-hmm.
He did the guitar works for two songs. Personally, I'm not very good with the instruments apart from the drums. So,
Yeah.
so I didn't play any guitars.
Mm.
And then, of course, there was one song which had a full band. It's called the Claymore Project. Yeah,
Mm. Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So pretty much it was done by Amos and Alistair, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken. Yeah.
Right. It
Mm.
was an incredible project. We're going to be sampling it later on in the show. But now let's delve into your new project.
Okay.
Now, give us the details on that. And please note, everybody who's listening, it's an exclusive for the search. You're hearing it here for the first time. So give us all, it's just spill all the details on it, please.
Okay. I'll do my best. Okay. So this new album is called Eternal.
Okay.
I started working on it like, almost 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This one was actually well prepared for. Unlike
Mm-hmm.
underscore the architect, this one was I had my mind to do a solid album.
Right.
So I started on getting artists, and at first the first ideas was to get the big names in the Kenyan rock scene to do it. But then at some point I changed my mind and decided to go with very new artists that hadn't even hit the studio before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got them to the studio. I did a lot of guiding work with them. It was actually very fun to do for me because I enjoy the writing process. And I
Mm-hmm.
even enjoy it more when I'm working with someone who's passionate, but maybe, and passionate and talented, but they don't have very good experience. So I could get them to write stuff, and then we correct it together. And a
Mhm.
lot of the songs turned out to be really good. And the artists who I thought who were saying they'd never hit the studio are actually some of the best people I've ever worked with in terms of
Yeah. Nice.
yeah. And
So,
yeah.
mhm. So like, can you give us like name drop a few names of some of the artists who featured?
Well, I'll drop the one. The first one was she's called Stacy. She's calling
Okay.
herself Odi to the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the first person she was also introduced. I was introduced to her by Rish. She
Oh, to
has
the
an
blind is amazing.
yeah,
Amazing artist.
yeah, she's very good. I saw her Instagram and instantly I just wanted to work
Ah,
with
she's
her.
beautiful. Beautiful soul and beautiful artist. Nice.
Yeah. And then I have there's another artist anaitwa Bella
Mm-hmm.
Dome. She's
Mm-hmm.
also I was introduced to her by Heavy and the Beast Yvonne. So I she told me this talented artist, can you work with her? I asked for demos and I got them and instantly I just wanted to do something with her.
Mm-hmm.
So she laid down two songs in
Mm-hmm.
the album. Yeah. And then I have another one. There's Nekesa. Nekesa is
Oh, wow.
also in known in the scene, but I
Yeah.
don't think she was very popular before I started working with her. I didn't
Mm,
even know her before we started working with her. She
right.
she's very good. She's very talented. She has,
Very talented.
mm. So some of those are some of the artists I've worked with, and of course there's a few big names in the album. A few.
Mm, mm,
We have Rafael Sipala,
mm-hmm.
formerly of PLG.
Nice.
Have we have Rish, of course. She's
Mm-hmm. Of course.
and we have Lawrence Mushemi,
Nice. Oh, I love it.
Irony Destroyed, and then we
Mm,
have Nelek. Nelek is an artist based in the US, but
mm,
he's Kenyan. He does his death metal, black metal stuff, and
wow.
he contributed to the album. It's
Nice.
something very good sounding. Yeah.
Mm,
Mm. So those are some of the artists
mm-hmm.
who are in the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the album?
It's called Eternal.
Eternal.
Yeah.
And how many tracks are featured on it?
The album has 12 tracks.
12 tracks.
Yeah. So
So
that,
with
uh-huh.
with this project, are you planning to put together music videos for some of the songs as well?
Definitely. There's already one video that we did with to the Blind, but that
Mm-hmm.
was that was the first song we released,
Mm-hmm.
and I just decided to do a video for it. And I was also trying my hand on video production because I hadn't done that before, and I gave it a
Okay.
try. It's on YouTube. But yeah,
Oh, so you're the one
I'm
who's shooting the video, or are you the one who's producing it?
well, I didn't exactly shoot the video. I just directed.
Oh,
It's
nice.
shot by Wilson Muia. Wilson Muia is also a video. He's an audio engineer and also a video producer. So I
Mm,
work with him, and I'm hoping I will work with him on other projects. So yeah, I'm expecting to do two more videos.
mm,
One is already started. One has already been done halfway at least.
mm,
For a track called "Let Me Breathe" with
mm,
Bella, Bella and Hybrid Intuition. I don't
mm,
know if you know the artist. Is George Gashiri.
mm. Ah, nice.
Yeah. So that is the song I'm doing a video for, and of course the one with Raf.
Mm,
For it, it's called "Taking Back."
okay.
Yeah.
So you've announced the dates for the 14th of February.
Yes.
Why did you choose
The
that
month of
particular
love.
date?
So I just want the album to be released on a when everyone has, all these nice feelings of, good vibes and and
Hey, love, love,
love.
love in the air.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
want, yeah. So it's just something I wanted to. I mean, it's not like the theme of the album is about. I mean, what the month is about,
yeah.
but it just felt right to release it during that day. Because, I mean, like I said, I just want it surrounded by good vibes when I release it.
Well, it is a good way to celebrate that particular time to be a very unique one. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'll definitely be putting my husband on to it. I'll be like, this is what we are going to do this year. We're listening to this album.
Nice. Thank
I
you.
am so looking forward to it. And of course, I'm looking forward to checking out the videos as well. We don't usually have too many rock videos to look at, and when they come out, it's usually a big celebration. So I'm really looking forward. The fact that you're doing three is quite a big feat. It's no small thing.
Yeah, it's not, but when you're doing something you actually enjoy doing,
Mm,
it's really not work. Can be hectic, but you don't really feel the
time it as
pain.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, before we head out, we just want to get to know Nick Kidogo away from the music.
Ah, okay.
So, when you're not in the studio, what are you doing?
Well, I'm an audio engineer by profession. By That's my career pretty much.
Uh huh.
So I work on audio visuals. I work on documentaries. I work on.
We're not talking about work. I'm talking about you time, Nick time. What
Oh,
does
Nick,
Nick do? Yes.
I like moving around a lot. I
Hmm.
like. I don't like being in the house or just being stuck in the same spot.
Right.
Yeah, I move around a lot.
Hmm.
I like sightseeing
Hmm.
different places. Yeah, that's pretty much my favorite thing. So
Right.
I will devote a lot of time and resources and all that for that.
Right.
Yeah.
And what is, if you were to take someone out on a date, what would be your ideal date for a person you're taking them out for? I know you're with someone, but hypothetically, okay, your person, what's the ideal date?
Wow. You had to go there. Okay. Well, I think I would do something very cliche. I think I would probably just take them out for dinner.
For
I would do the tried and tested methods.
a hair?
Yeah, I would take them to a nice place because we don't do this all the time. I mean, we don't do this every day.
Uh-huh.
So that day we actually do that, but maybe take a road trip or something.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
And lastly, if you're taking her on holiday, which one would you prefer? Beach or safari?
Safari, definitely.
Safari.
Yeah.
I think you're one of the first people usually as you jumps for safari. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
but
not
you
good.
like to drive either way, so
Yeah.
you don't like us to like lazing around. Sasawa, got you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Nick. Thank you so much for giving us this exclusive. We really look forward to, of course, listening to and playing Eternal on the station. Of course, now when you're dropping the songs one by one, please feel free to drop them here first and then go to the rest.
Absolutely. And thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Have a fantastic night. Salimia, your peoples. We'll talk soon.
Asante sana, Myra.
Thank you.
Bye.
That was Nick of Andromeda.
Album that's coming out on the 14th of February again. Exclusively dropped here. You have found out the exclusive details to Nick Wathy's new album Eternal from the Andromeda stable. It has an amazing mix of artists are coming on for that. I cannot wait. And I love the fact that he's worked with quite a number of amazing and prolific female artists, both iconic and new on that album. We're going to be sampling music from his first album that he dropped. That was underscore the architect. We're going to be playing some music from that as we anticipate for the 14th, that is February, where we're going to be having now his new album. Let me know your thoughts on the discussion on our WhatsApp number +254 788 0030. You can also drop your comments. Hey, the Luya in me has come out. Anyway, drop your comments on the YouTube channel comment section right there. And what you're looking out for the most, you're looking forward to the most when Andromeda drop this album. Let's get back into the music. We're now going to be listening to music and the compilation of music from underscore the architect. When we come back, I'll be letting you know how many more people have also released new projects from across the world this year as we start 2024. Keep it right here on the side with your girl, Maya Maloba, the Afro-Punk Queen.
Wanna see us leave the ground. Stop adding the way you always did it, wanna bring us down. Can I suggest a little mind your own business? 'Cause success it never came from nosing around. Yeah, if you still don't wanna get it, there is nothing I can do to help you. I can have shown that you're not alone, that you're not alone. I want to be free whenever I see you're with her, not me. But I'll never be, but I'll never be. Hallelujah, it's nice to know ya. You took the socks from off my feet, said you'll return them when we meet. Don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Don't see that, don't see that. If I should see ya, I wouldn't know ya. Save all the knots inside my back. I wouldn't really take that back. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Don't see that, don't see that. So 3 years have gone. I stare at the phone. I write stupid songs to keep moving on, to keep moving on. There's something like I'm willing to strive where sorrows have thrived. It dares to survive. Hallelujah, it's nice to know ya. You took the socks from off my feet, said you'll return them when we meet. Don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Don't see that, don't see that. If I should see ya, I wouldn't know ya. Save all the knots inside my back. I wouldn't really take that back. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Don't see that, don't see that. Do you remember me? 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 Hallelujah, it was nice to know ya. You took the socks from off my feet, said you'll return them when we meet. Don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. I don't see that, don't see that, don't see that happening. If I should see ya, I wouldn't know ya. Except for the knife inside my back, I wouldn't really give a fuck. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Don't see that happening. Don't see that, don't see that. Hallelujah.
It was an absolute honor having Nick Worthy of Andromeda Music coming on to drop exclusives for his new compilation album called Eternal that's coming out on February the 14th. I hope you guys got to enjoy that interview as much as I did. Absolutely loved it. You are listening to music right now from his last album that was underscore the architect. The last two songs we heard was Great Escape by of course Andromeda featuring David Mburu and Sam Murray, and the last one you've heard right now was Remember Me featuring Rish. If you guys want to go back and kind of like remind yourself of that great compilation album, go to Andromeda Music's Bandcamp and you'll find the entire collection over there that you can listen to for yourself. Absolutely enjoying the session today, absolutely enjoying the music, and absolutely love taking you back and looking forward to what's coming up. Thank you so much for tuning in here on The Surge with your girl, Marimala, with the Afro Punk Queen. Big thank you to Angel on YouTube who says, please play for me Peyton Parish's Speechless. Yes, I saw that video today. I was like, what? This is what animation music has been waiting for all its life. Just a cover of some of rock's greatest artists, just covering some of, the most amazing animation to come out of Disney, Pixar, whatever the case. It's amazing to listen to. So we'll be definitely playing that for you. Of course, keep your requests coming in. Let us know exactly what you like to listen to. You can send in a message, you can send in a voice note. We'd love to hear your voice. Because you know me, I got abandonment issues and I don't have them today. So let me know exactly what you like, and I got you covered. Of course, if you want to continue listening on to the interview from with Nick, you can listen to it on the YouTube channel when it's gonna be now on a rerun later on today. And yes, Angel, Disney goes rock 100%. Please, if you have a playlist, just send it now. Let's do rock covers. I am accepting it since I'm back at this table after a very long time. Please, just bring them on. I am allowing you to take over the playlist. Send in those rock covers because you know I love a good rock cover. But now, if it has an animation tied to it, even better. Let's make each other's night. Right. Now, we are at exactly 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Again, we are taking on all your requests. Let us know, +254 788 380030, as well as a WhatsApp number. All right, that was the WhatsApp number, as well as our Icon Radio K YouTube comment section. Just head over there and let us know exactly what you would like to listen to. You are our bosses. We got you covered. Let us know. For now, we get back into the music. When we come back, we'll be looking at some of the music that has been dropped by a few other rock artists from across the world. Keep it right here for those exclusive on The Surge.
Here comes a wave meant to wash me away. The tide that is taking me under. Swallowing time left with nothing to say. My voice drowned out in the thunder. But I won't cry, and I won't start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down, I won't be silenced. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. 'Cause I'll bleed when they try to suffocate me. Don't you underestimate me? 'Cause I umeifikisha kule. Umenikemea, haunitaki mazuri, kila nasonga wajikakamua kunirudisha chini kwa mawe nilipotokwa kupotoshwa, siwezi tena. Hide in your eyes, realize your imperfections are difficult to find. Nimejifikisha nilipo na si story, nimejiona kimaisha na usoni, hamuniwezi nikishamua, sirudi nyuma, nyuma kamwe.
A man of my own endeavor. Words will not hold me. Words cannot break me. In solace will I find my encouragement. Never to look back to the cradle from where my existence meets their expectations. Realizing imperfections and hiding them from prying eyes. Basking in the beams of light that define perfection.
She ignites me like a flame, burning brightly yet so tame. Any other moment will be frozen still if she's right here. She delights me with her ways. When she slightly looks my way, as another hour passes by, I ask, does she like me? lightly yet so tame. Tell me all the reasons why she takes me to a different high. Flying like a bee, her beauty stings me like a butterfly. Give me all the reasons why she takes me to a different high. Flying like a bee, her beauty stings me like a butterfly.
I won't be silent. Keep me quiet. Don't tremble when you try it. Cause I know that I won't go speechless. Speechless.
I love that. 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 Yes. That was our listeners, Angel and AJ. Thank you so much for tuning in. First of all, you guys have just set me off on just doing covers of animations. So you started me off. I'm rebattling. I got you covered. I'm coming after you with others. So please get your playlist ready because I already have mine. It is a request hour on the Surge right now. Let us know exactly what you'd like to get to listen to, and we'll play it for you exclusively on this particular hour on Icon Radio, number one entertainment plug. With your girl, Mary Maloba, the Afro punk queen. We have been listening to music from the album that is um, Nick Wadis underscore the architect. That is Andromeda Music. Nick, who heads Andromeda Music, has an album called underscore the architect. And we've listened to music from Rish, we've listened to music from Samuel Rui, we've listened to music from Claymore Project. Amazing stuff, and it's taken us way, way back. Love, love, love that compilation. Now it's going to have an even better one that's dropping on Feb the 14th this particular year. So you guys can afford to not be there for that. So check out, I think, his handles. You can check him out on Twitter as Music Andromeda, and you can also follow him as well, the underscore underscore. The same, I think, with Instagram as well. So you just get all the exclusive. His music is also on Bandcamp and YouTube if you want to check them out right now. Another person who's dropping or has dropped music today, which we're going to be playing later on, is our girl Zainab Sule. Now, Zainab has dropped an extremely new, spanking new song, and it's inspired in her native tongue. Now, if you go and follow her on her page, you get to know exactly what it means. I think I tried to remember what it meant. It meant you can't get stuck in one place. You have to keep moving, keep pushing. And that's what this song means. And the song is called Ikeme Kia. Ikeme Kia. Aki Zainab, I hope I've not killed or murdered the name of that song, but that's what it's called. And just follow Zainab Sule on Instagram and get to hear that song exclusively. The link officially dropped on her Instagram today, so you get to hear it first come, first served, and get to enjoy music from Zainab Sule. You know, Zainab Sule always removes amazing, amazing music. She's our Nigerian sister who is rocking it out 24/7. Like, she never ever disappoints. Now, another person who is dropping hints on what they're going to be doing this 2024 is somebody we've also had on the show, Samantha Hollins, aka the Ghetto Songbird. Love her energy. She's one mean guitarist, like, I mean mean, okay? And she got her whole family in on the music with her. She's an amazing person with an amazing spirit, and now she's gonna be coming back to Africa, okay? She's been here before. She was in Botswana, so she's going back to Botswana for the Overthrust Winter Metal Mania Festival in May. And we're hoping to also have her, kind of like do a stop by in Kenya, but it's something that's been talked about for a long time, but it's never really happened. So I just stop by Kenya as she goes on to Botswana. So, of course, I'm going to be looking out for the details on that. Hopefully, maybe somebody will sponsor me. We get to go and meet her there in Botswana for this one. She's going to be among other amazing artists out of there. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing concert. She's all excited to come back. It's been 5 years since she was here, and now she's finally coming back. If you haven't followed her, follow her now. Ghetto Songbird and Samantha Hollins. She also has a page where she does a lot of historical facts on Black rock music, and that's a Culture Griot. You can follow it on Facebook. You can follow it on Instagram as well. I gotta plug in my girl Samantha Hollins because you're doing an amazing work. Half of the things that I don't know about rock, I found out through her page, and a lot of historical, amazing origins of rock music can be found right there. So of course, go show her some love and check out what she is doing. Again, we'll be also having Crystal Access this weekend. They're going to be doing a concert at Roslyn Riviera. It's going to be from 5 p.m. at Azteca. So you guys need to be there because I definitely plan on going. Okay, I would love to start my new year with a good rock show, and this looks like it's going to be amazing. If you've been to Roslyn Riviera and that food court around there, the sunset around that place is amazing. So can you imagine Crystal Access at 5 p.m. with the sunset and rock music blaring throughout? You cannot afford to miss out on that. Another person or other group that have dropped something as the year began is Lone Tree. Now, Lone Tree Band have been touring for quite some time. Last year, they did a lot of touring outside of the country. They went to the States, they went to the UK, and they have been putting in work. Let me tell you, the people who have been consistent with their music and with sharing, not only putting out music, sharing. Like they go following each and every person who follows them, which I absolutely admire and I love. Then they go and look for your people who they also follow, and then they share their music, and they're not lazy about it. They are out there putting in work, and they have a new project out called Holding On. You need to go and check it out. I think it was released sometime earlier this year. So big shout out to Lone Tree Band. Will definitely also be premiering your music right here on The Surge. Who else have I missed out on? Let me know on +254 788 380030. Continue sending in your requests also on our Icon Radio KE platform right there. I do have somebody hollering at me, I think in Russian or Ukrainian. I'm trying to do like Google Translate. I'll let you know what they're saying in just a little bit. But keep it right here for more music on The Surge. Right now, we're all about them Disney classic covers, okay? And so, because I was given that particular challenge, I have said, challenge accepted. I got you. I got you for what you are doing right now. And right now, we're going to be listening to rock covers from, just give me a minute. I had it just right now. We have rock covers. Hey, okay, I've lost my point. Okay, there we go. We have Let It Go by Epic artist Connor Engstrom, who we're going to be listening to. We also have a Moana cover. They're also going to be listening to from the group No Resolve and How Far I'll Go. So if you're into those covers for Disney animation classics, send them my way. That is the energy we're on right now. Keep it right here on The Surge, and let's get back into the music.
The snow goes wide on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. The kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're gonna say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. And the fears that once control me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do. Try to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Stay. Let the storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, and I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. That perfect dawn is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. See the a dead thing you can claim, but I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or has the grinning bobcat why he grin? there's a coursing river with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We're all facing different struggle. We'll go with this life. We're just a man with this real way. Can't turn the blood. We're all facing different struggle. We'll go with this life. We're just a man with this real way. Can't turn the blood. Can't turn the blood. Can't turn the blood. So I'll prosper and deny. So I'll prosper and deny. So I'll prosper and deny. We'll take this road. I know sometimes it's hard to comprehend our existence, but this is our focus. This is our focus. I know sometimes it's hard to comprehend our existence, but this is our focus. I know sometimes it's hard to comprehend our existence. This is our focus. Our existence
You are just listening right now to Rise of Resistance by Kenya's own LYT. That's last year's tragedy off of the album from Andromeda. That is underscore the architect. Big shout out to everybody who's listening in right now. Thank you so much for being here with us. Big shout out to Angel for just unleashing that playlist that we never knew we needed, but actually had to listen to. And that was from the Disney Classics covers, the rock covers. Oh my word. That is my playlist for the weekend. Like, I am officially in love. I am going crazy. I'm like, by the way, I've been listening to them in bits and pieces. Why have I not just been listening to them as a collection? I've just now found, and like me, I love my punk rock. I've just found punk rock covers for The Lion King. I'm not sleeping tonight, like officially. I am staying up and I'm absolutely listening to that playlist all night. I can see my life. Big shout out to also OXL422. OXL, big shout out to you, who was also going crazy over that Let It Go cover. And that was by Connor Engstrom. Also loving that. Connor's vocals are ridiculous. Like, where has he been all my life? That was absolutely amazing. We also had other rock covers. Especially there's one person who is just consistent. I think that's what he does. Like, I've even seen him now in costume. Like, he goes ham on those covers, and that's Peyton Parish. Like, he has a whole body of work, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, listen, the next time I have a company called Kiddie Karaoke, and we do karaoke services for kids, no endorsement whatsoever. But I'm what I'm leading to is when we're doing the breaks for the music, I think that is the music I'll be playing, to be very honest. And funny enough, we just got a request for doing a rock themed kids event. And like Angel, you've solved all my problems. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. We also have Skulls McTangy, who says, this one is giving me hella Sadie vibes. They're a Japanese metal band. So I'm thinking there was a guitar instrumental that was playing during the show from that same album for Andromeda. I'm trying to remember who it was. I'll check it up. But definitely looking for Sadie vibes. Thank you, Skulls, for putting me onto that. Definitely looking out for that band. Like I told you earlier in the show, I recently discovered or recently was put onto Bloodywood. It was blowing my mind up this entire morning, just listening to music from or rock music from across the world. And it's amazing what people put out there. We also have a person from Russia. Big shout outs to you. First, I started off strong with asking, what the hell is this? I had to do Google can translate. And then they ended up with greetings from Russia. Thank you so much. Greetings from Kenya. I hope I've written it in the right way, but I've tried to Google translate and read it in the right way on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in from Russia. Big, big love and big shout outs to you from here in Kenya. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and being here with us on the show. I've had a fantastic time. What a way to come back, and what a way to again get through and get started with the year 2024. We'll catch you guys again next week. Have a fantastic weekend ahead, because of course the weekend is starting from tonight. Yes, yes. We'll catch you guys again next week. But before then, we always remind you to play all rock music. Download, stream all rock music, and support all rock music we play right here on the show. As always, we say, keep your hands to yourself, okay? If you cannot love on somebody else the right way, just love on yourself, because you won't hurt yourself. You won't think of doing something wrong to yourself. If you think you cannot be that good person, just keep your hands to yourself, okay? Say no to violence. Say no to femicide. Say no to harm of any kind to any person. Let it all be about peace, love, and happiness. And of course, it's from us here at The Surge. Peace, love, and rock on.